because I see a whole bunch of people coming towards me, running up the stairs, and I see my mother going, "Go!" Hey lovelies, what's going on? If you guys are new to my channel and you've never seen any of my videos before, welcome. So, this video is a little different than what I normally upload here on my channel. I wanted to include this type of video onto my channel because I really do like these kind of videos. A couple of days ago, for the first time, I saw a bunch of them on my news feed, and they had some people had some like pretty crazy stories. One said, "Oh, I was almost kidnapped." One said, "My friend shitted on my wall." One was like, "I got expelled from school." And I was just like, what? You know, people have some crazy experiences in their life, and I too have some pretty crazy experiences in my life, as you can tell from this title. That's why you clicked it. So yeah, I thought it'd be fun to, I don't know, be a little bit more personable with you guys, because sometimes I feel like I'm not. Sometimes I feel like I'm a little unauthentic. Is that the word? I'm not real, basically. And I thought these type of videos would allow me to be a little bit more real with you guys. So before we get into the story, let me just set it up for you to get your little vision going. Okay, so some of you may or may not know I live here in New York City. Okay, the Bronx to be exact. All right, this story takes place in 2001. I was 18 years old. Me and my mother were going down to 34th Street to buy myself some shoes for prom. So, me and my mother were on our way to 34th Street. Where we lived when I was a teenager is in a two-fare zone, meaning I have to take a bus to a train to go into Manhattan or wherever else I want to go within New York City. So, we get off the bus, and then we get on the train. So we go downstairs into the train station. My mother buys a Metro card, and you know, we hear the train coming into the station, and we're like, oh my God, we got to catch this train. So she swipes and she goes through, and she's really not running. She's kind of like jogging to go down the stairs to catch a train. And I'm at the turnstile and I'm swiping. And I'm swiping. And if you've ever used a Metro card before, it says, please swipe again, please swipe again, please swipe again. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Like, the train is coming. Oh my God, we need to catch it. So I go to another turnstile, swipe it, okay, and it goes through, and I'm running. I stop because I see a whole bunch of people coming towards me, running up the stairs. And I see my mother going, and I didn't even ask. I did not ask. You know how black people don't ask if something is popping off. So I turned around and I just started running. Okay, I stopped because my mother's behind me, and my mother is my mother. She is my life. So I stopped to see if she was okay. And then when I noticed she was behind me, I just kept on running. Past the turnstile, went up the stairs. We stopped at the top of the stairs, and I looked at my mother like, what the hell is going on here? So she's like, let's go. We're going to the other train station. So we're walking towards the 2 and the 5 line, and I'm asking my mother, what the hell happened? Because at this time, I don't know what the hell happened. So she's like, there was a guy on the platform, pulls out a gun. And I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? I'm like, who does that? And she's like, I didn't want to stay. She was like, I saw it, we ran, I saw you, told you to go, and that's it. So we walked to the other train station to get on the 2 and the 5 to go down to 34th Street. And we wanted to forget about what just happened. So we get to 34th Street, we find some shoes for myself, and we're going through the stores on 34th, buying little trinkets, eating a little lunch. Everything is cool. Now it's time for us to go home. Okay, and we're trying to figure out, should we get on the 6 train or should we get on the 2 and 5 train? The 6 train is much closer to us than the 2 and the 5. But because what happened, if that even makes sense, does that even sound right? Because what happened on the 6 line earlier, we decided to just keep on with the 2 and the 5 train and like just get on there and then go home from whatever train stop we were going to go to. So we get on the 2 and the 5. Everything is dandy. Now, mind you, back then in 2001, we didn't have cell phones with apps and things like that. We had like little Nokia phones, flip phones and stuff. And I think the game that was on it was like Tetris. You know what I mean? But I didn't have a phone back then. You know, what I usually would do when I was on the train, I would just, there's ads at the top of on the train cars. So I would just read them. And my mother is sitting next to me like she always does, and she has, you know, her glasses on, and she's reading her freaking romance novel of the week. So I'm looking, and I'm just looking at the ads, and then I just turn my head to the right, and I see two people like kind of like looking at somebody that's like sitting diagonal to me, and just like kind of like giving like this weird look. And I'm just like, what the hell are they looking at? I turn to this dude and look at him. He has a gun out. Okay. Yes, a gun. And he's putting bullets in them. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? What is this guy doing? Is he about to shoot us all up in the train? Like, what the hell? So I'm sitting there and I'm scared. I'm an 18-year-old scaredy cat. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So then I quietly said to my mother, I said, Mommy. Mind you, she's like totally into this book. And I'm like, Mommy. She's like, I'm like, that guy over there, he has a gun and he's putting bullets in it. And she's just like looking in her book. She's looking at him, looking at her book, not trying to be obvious, looking in her book, looking at him. And then I'm asking her, I'm like, so are we going to get off at 149th? Mind you, we're like in Harlem at this point. He gets on, I believe, like 96th Street, 110th Street, and we're like at 116th Street. So now we're leaving 116th Street. We're like in between 116th and 125th. And I'm asking her, and I'm like, Mom, are we going to get off at 149th? Mind you, that is not our stop. And then she's like, hell no. She's like, we get off the next stop. So then I'm like, okay. So then the train comes in, it pulls into 125th Street. My mother nicely, slowly closes her book, takes her glasses off. We get up and we leave the train. Now, as we're standing on the platform, do you know, he turned around and looked at us, And I'm saying to myself, oh my God, this guy's going to shoot us. Oh, my Jesus. Oh my God, me and my mother going to get shot today. So as this is happening, the doors of the train closes and the train moves on to the next station. And I'm like, oh, thank you, God. So after that happened, me and my mother get on another 2 train that was behind it, and we just go home. And we're talking about it. We're like, what the hell's going on? 2 gunmen in one day. This has never happened to us. It shouldn't happen to anybody. I don't think it ever happened to anybody except for the people who were on the train with us, you know, on the 2 and 5 train, and who was at the train station on the 6th line earlier in the day. It's just like, it baffles me how people can be so crazy and just don't care about their surroundings. Like a gun, like, do you really need to be putting bullets in a gun on a train? Like, who are you gonna shoot? Were you in a gang to do an initiation? Like, crazy. And I kid you not, guys, from that point on, we rarely go into Manhattan or we use public transportation. We either stay in the Bronx and we go to our surrounding malls, or we go upstate somewhere. We rarely go into Manhattan, and we rarely use public transportation. But that was my crazy story. Yes, it did happen to me. If you guys enjoy crazy stories like this from me, let me know by commenting down below. Or if I get at least 20 likes on this particular video, then I will continue on doing a story time for you, but I would do it like once a month because I have a lot of stories to tell you. I have some like boy band stalking stories. I have like crazy stories to tell you. Again, if you like this video, make sure you click the like button or share or comment below like I said before. Again, Also, if you guys are new to this channel and you do like my story time videos or anything else I have on my channel, make sure you guys click the subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.